This is our continuing series on Weebly web page design, and we've got the clock rolling, praise the Lord. And I'm not going to show you to log in every time. I assume you're going to know how to log in, go to the control panel here. So let's go right to it. So we hit edit of this item in concern, and of course the internet's a little slow right now here, and we're on fiber, so go figure. Let's go to our test page. Here's our test page with some of the stuff we created last time. Now, there's a lot of neat stuff you can insert using these elements. You've got the basic, you've got the multimedia, and you've got more. Probably the one I use on the more, not all the time, but quite often, is this divider. You can drag the divider down. Gives you what's HR line divider. And let's see, you can go to paragraph. Let's go back to basic paragraph. You can have paragraph with title or paragraph just normal here. That's what we want. Okay, line above. So we get this line divider above it. There you go. Well, one of the big things people like to do is insert flash videos. So you do that, you go to multimedia. Yeah, you can insert using the YouTube ID. And you say, whoops, that's not the flash video I want. That's just the demo video. They load into the player, so let's click on that. Then it starts playing. I'm going to pause it. Go to advanced. There's the YouTube video ID. Okay, so we're going to have to go to YouTube. I should have had that loaded. Sorry about that, but it probably won't take long here. And we'll go to the WTGR channel on YouTube. And we'll take a look at one of the training videos. Now to get to the video ID, I'll click on it. Okay, this Jim. Pause it. If you look up on the command line address bar, you'll see this equals all the way up to the and sign. That's the video ID. So this is the way I get it. I just highlight it, hit copy. Hope I'm talking loud enough. I noticed on the other videos I was overmodulated, so maybe I'm overcorrecting. You know how that goes. Type in that, or paste in that. Don't like typing. No typing. Type in that. Click anywhere to get rid of that. Hopefully that'll reload it. Maybe it didn't. Paste. There we go. There we go. Just click on it. Leave that open, I guess, and just click on it. Now there's the one we just had. You can adjust the size. You can have the margins. Extra large is not too large. At least not for this page, is it? So if we want to see what we did, we hit publish. Go to a separate browser. Well, we don't have a separate browser, so we're going to go back here. Take a look at our test page. Huh. Well, wouldn't you know that? Hey, that, by the way, that's a 404 page that you can create custom 404 page, so that when people go to your site and they see, if you click on a page that doesn't exist, you can see that. You create a page, you make it hidden, and you call it 404, and then you put your contents on there. So here's the video we just put in. Okay, this is Jim Wilson, ongoing. Rather straightforward. Now let's go back. I like having multiple tabs. Don't be afraid to have all kinds of tabs up here. You know, one editing, one viewing, one on YouTube, whatever you so desire that would help you out, because that's what they put those tabs there for. So you don't have to keep going back and forth on multiple windows and browsers. Let's take a look at another neat feature. Of course, on the Pro feature, if you like, and I don't use this feature, you can insert audio and video directly and then have it play for their server, which is not something I, do, because the audio and video that we use is on a different server. But let's take a look at a different way of doing this, and that's inserting custom HTML. And this comes in handy for a lot of things other than just YouTube videos. So here's your custom. To click on it, just click on below where it says that. Now you can type in your HTML, and you can have the item that you're typing in centered, left, right, whatever. So let's go back here. Now we're on YouTube. Go to Share, Embed. Now that's the new iframe method. I like using the old method. I really haven't experimented too much with that new method. And you can show suggested videos when this finishes. For our site, we don't like doing that because some inappropriate videos may show up. You can select the size here. Let's go with the small size for now. You just double click on this, hit copy, go back, paste it. Let's get that window open before we paste into it. And of course it doesn't want to work right for all. There it is. Just keep clicking until something happens, right? And then you hit paste, publish. Now, let's take a look at the page again. We'll have to go back out and refresh. Now, basically, that was the one using the Weebly embed method. This is the one using the raw HTML. And you say, well, look, it's smaller. Well, there's several advantages to having it down to the HTML level. If we go back, we can always make it bigger by looking at the code. And that's if you're into this. See, it says width, height. We can change that directly. Make sure you change the bottom width and height too to coincide with that. And you can do other things like allow full screen. You see all these on-off parameters here. Notice it doesn't give you all these options on the Weebly embed method. What I have found this particularly useful for is to making small videos to insert. And you want an example? Okay, let's take a look at an example. This video down here in the corner, if I would have used the Weebly embed method, would have been too small to display correctly. So I inserted the HTML code and then inserted the sizes in there. So that's the Flash video element, and we're already quite long into it. But as you notice, you have other elements that can easily be inserted. The slideshow is actually a Flash slideshow, but it's really straightforward. Just grab your element, throw it where you want it. Simple slideshow. You select what you want, continue. Upload photos. Now, let's take a look at these photos so we know what we're uploading. Thumbnails. Small, I guess. Well, see, I don't really have the slideshow prepared here, but you can select multiple photos. Hold the shift key down, hit open. There you go. And like you can make them all linkable by clicking on them. You can add captions that, depending on your options, are displayed or not displayed. And I'll hit save here. And there. Now this is where, if you edit the photos the size they should be for you to do this, they'll fit in your windows nicer, like on a home page or whatever. But even as you see here, I just did it on the fly. It works. So I'll hit publish. And of course, there's tweaking you can do here. Up here, you got nav style. You can have it thumbnails. See what happens. Goes under there. Numbers shows numbers for the pictures. Let's just do the numbers. Hit publish. Seems like I'm dragging here a little. I'm not down or anything. It's just it's slow going sometimes on this. So we hit refresh. And let's take a look at our test page. So there you go. Got some Flash. You got a slideshow that we just put together real quick. You can manual it. You can set it to autoplay, play. You can just decide the transitions all on the edit screen. So there's some page elements you can add. And of course, for simple elements like paragraphs, it's just click and type. You don't like that word? You want to add words? You get the idea. Real easy to update. Then you hit publish, and your changes go online. Okay, well, that's the end of this segment. And let's take a look at our time. Yikes! We got a little bit past time, but hopefully we covered some good stuff.